What's good, YouTube? You know who it is. It's your boy Shades, coming at you with the new review. And I decided to go ahead and do an ancient recipe of mine. It's a Chinese recipe. Haven't told too many people about it because it's ancient Chinese secret, you know. But either way, welcome to my small little kitchen. And wait a minute. You looking into my kitchen without asking permission? This is where all the magic happens, alright? This is what you do, okay? First you bow. That's it. Okay. Then you ask, can I look into the kitchen? Go ahead and ask. That's it. Okay. Now you can come in here. As you can see, guys, I got chicken over here. And these right here are like pretty good. Nice long thin slices. They're not going to take very long to cook at all. As you can see, got these for a really good price at Fair Share Market. $4.97 for all these. Pretty good, pretty good. And, earlier today too, I did some fruit. As you can see, I got cherries, oranges, pineapple, and a box of mangoes. All for the price of $12. I originally paid $10 just for the mangoes, oranges, and cherries. But the guy didn't have any pineapple, so I went like down the street. And there was another guy. They sell them on their trucks right on the outside, right on Kedzie and 59th over there. And I was able to buy a pineapple for $2, so altogether I spent $12. But either way, on with the chicken recipe. We're going to use garlic powder and black pepper and just a little bit of olive oil to cook it in. And I have to cut these babies up, so I will be right back. Okay, guys, so as you can see, I got the chicken cut up right now. And what we're going to do first is add some garlic powder. You definitely want to season this up. But this is not the secret ingredient. The secret ingredient has a little history behind it that I will get into when the chicken's actually cooking. Black powder. Maybe just a pinch. Okay. Okay, guys, as you know, you just saw me season the chicken. And right now I got it in the pan. The pan's nice and hot. And what we are going to do... Oh, just so you know, I did use some olive oil. And in case you don't know, what you always want to do is keep your olive oil in a dark place. That's why they sell them in these dark bottles, because the light kind of kills the nutritional value in it, and the last thing you want to do is put something that's dead in your body. So that's why I kind of keep this in a dark place all the time. But we are going to let this cook, and I am going to give you a brief little history as to how I stumbled upon this recipe, okay? What you want to do is make sure you cover this baby up. Hey guys, so I got the chicken cooking right now, and I just figured I'd give you a little brief description of how I came across this recipe here. The story goes back to me first meeting this recipe 27 years ago. God, I feel old. And I was introduced to it by a man named Angelo Rodriguez, who's actually was a police officer. I believe he's retired from it now. But someone I knew a long time ago that I miss his family, and I love this whole family. They will always have a place in my heart, and I'm glad that I'm able to keep in contact with some of them on Facebook and stuff. But it was a restaurant on Archer and Kedzie called Wing Wa Lao. And you know what? Hands down the best Chinese restaurant in Chicago. It was family owned, actually. And when I first knew about the place was back in 90 or 91, I think 90 or 91 is when I was introduced to the recipe. I'm pretty sure it was 90. And in the year 2000, I believe it was June 2000, they actually closed down. I bumped into the waitress, the family, and they told me that the father just didn't want to do it anymore. The place is still there with the same name, but it's not at all the same. I'm talking their sweet and sour chicken, their Hong Kong steak, quality. Their sweet and sour chicken was second to none. They really cooked in like a pineapple brown sugar sauce or something like that. But either way, when they closed down, I had to figure out what the recipe was. I spent about 3 years trying to find this recipe when they closed down in the year 2000. And I tried different things. My sister would come over and she was like, no, that's not it. But then one day I was in Chinatown and I found this. And the moment I smelled the jar, I was like, oh my God, this is it. This is the secret ingredient right here. And you could buy this in Chinatown. There's a few stores in Chinatown that actually sell them. You just got to look for them. But what was really funny is when I saw this, with all the years I spent looking for the secret sauce, as you can see, it's got some Chinese writing on it here, and then it's translated in English in the front part. How ironic. It has my name, Jimmy, right on it. I was like, can you believe this? It had my name on it the whole time. And ever since then, I've actually perfected the recipe. People always love this, and I'm really kind of liking sharing it with you guys. And yeah, I would say that I've perfected it. You got to make sure that with the sauce, you actually stir it before you put it with the chicken, because it'll come out kind of soupy, and that's what you don't want. It'll still taste good, but you really want more of a thicker consistency, nothing that's kind of soupish. And your chicken, remember guys, when chicken comes out of the refrigerator, it collects like water in it and stuff. So what you want to do is when you cook your chicken, you want to drain your water, and then go back to cooking it right until the chicken gets a nice brown. Then you go ahead and add the secret sauce, but don't forget to season your chicken as well. All of it together comes out to be something really tasty. And I'm going to get back to cooking the chicken now, and once I get that done and on a plate, I'll probably do a talk about Alien Covenant, because some people have been asking how was the movie. So see you in a little bit, guys. Hey guys, how's it going? So the chicken is actually taking a lot longer than what I thought. So I guess to entertain you guys, I'll probably just do a magic trick, if that's okay with you guys. Just hold on a second. Hey guys, so these are my cards, my acrobatic chameleons, okay? And what we happen to have, let me see if I can get this in the shot right. We have 5 of clubs, 5 of hearts, 5 of spades, 5 of diamonds, okay? But if I put the cards together and I say the magic words abracadabra, one of the cards is magically going to turn over on the deck. The card that turned over, of course, would be the 5 of clubs. But if I put the cards together, snap my fingers, the 5 of clubs will jump right to the top. And this time a different card is turned over in the deck. That card being, of course, the 5 of diamonds. But, once again, if I put the cards together, snap my fingers, 5 of diamonds will jump to the top. And this time, the 5 of hearts is turned over in the deck, okay? But, one last time. If I put the cards together like this, say the magic words, abracadabra, 5 of hearts will jump to the top, and all the cards are now back to normal. To not insult your intelligence, if you've been paying attention, what are the color of the back of these cards? If you said red, you're obviously right. But, if I go to the cards, we got blue, blue, and blue, right? One more time, to not insult your intelligence, what are the colors of the back of these cards? They went from red to blue, right? You're absolutely right. But, did I ever tell you that my favorite cards, or logo, for whiskey just happened to be JB? And now all the cards have changed. Ta-da! Alright guys. Okay guys, this chicken is looking pretty good. Once again, you know that I use garlic powder, black powder, and just a pinch of salt as well. But now it's time for the main ingredient. And if I were you, I would use not a tablespoon, but a teaspoon. And your sauce, once again though, you want to mix it before you use it. Because mixing it gives it a nice thick consistency. And we can just add maybe 2 tablespoons. I put some chicken on the side already for my girlfriend Louisa, because there is a little bit of spice to this, to the sauce. But guys, if you can eat hot chips, you can eat this. It's really not, it's just a tiny little spice. So, nothing to worry about. And we're going to add green onion and bean sprouts to this. And it's going to taste good once it all caramelizes together. So, be right back with that. So hey guys, as I mentioned, we're going to add green onion and bean sprouts to this. And as you can see, this is looking really good. This is exactly how I want it to be. Exactly. And as you can see, I already got green onion and bean sprouts cut up into here. I already rinsed them off, so they're washed, rinsed, and everything. And all we're gonna do is add these puppies right to the chicken. Just add it all. Who cares? So I don't like the vegetables, and they're not supposed to be cooked all the way. It sounded like I was going to say I don't like vegetables, but I do like vegetables. What I don't like is for them to be fully cooked. I like for them to be cooked on the outside and raw on the inside. So all we do is toss this around a couple of times. And that's it, guys. This is ready to go. And we're going to put it on some rice that I already cooked. All you want to do is shut the flame off and cover it up. 30 seconds later, voila. Alright guys, so I'm about to do this review, but I thought I'd give you a close-up. This is the final product. The sauteed chicken, a Chinese recipe, actually put on brown rice. This is not white rice. And in case you don't know, you don't even have to salt the rice up. If you got like coconut oil, it gives it plenty of good taste. So, you know, less sodium is always better. But there is a pinch of salt in the chicken as well. So, I'll give you a close-up of this now. Ta-da! Yummy! Yummy! Because I have to give you a close-up now because you're not going to see it anymore. Next time you see it, it'll be going in my mouth, in my belly. Alright guys, on with the review. What's good guys? So, Alien Covenant starring Michael Fassbender, who you know plays Magneto in the X-Men movies. Catherine Waterston as the character Daniels, and Michael Fassbender is playing two roles. David and Walter. Danny McBride, whose name is Tennessee in the movie, and you all know Danny McBride. He was in Pineapple Express, the guy who he thought was dead, who should have died at least 5 different times in the movie. Carmen Yogo, Damian Bashir, and Kaylee Hernandez, all good actors in the movie. Michael Fassbender led this cast, and I tell you what, he did a magnificent job. He kept me interested. Out of 5 stars, I'm gonna go ahead and give this movie, I'm gonna say 4 stars. But there is a big but in this. It's like everybody I know's got a big but. I was partly disappointed, although it was an excellent film. You get your share of the alien, the action. It's got some funny moments in it. It keeps you at the edge of your seats. So guys, if you want to take your girl to go see this movie, it's good. It's a really good movie. And I really liked the storyline. I did. But why was I disappointed? Not with the movie in its entirety. With the fact that they really only stuck with the alien story. And, you know, come on, we've had all this already with Sigourney Weaver, and how many did she make? 4,000 of them? I'm exaggerating, of course. Yeah, as good as the movie was, I'm tired of the Alien. I mean, we've had, like I said, so many movies with that, and Alien versus Predator. I think we've had a couple of different movies with that. I was more interested because this is a continuation of Prometheus. All this, Prometheus, this movie, it's all a prequel leading to sooner or later Sigourney Weaver will come along, you know, her character in the franchise, I guess. I was really more interested in the story that Prometheus was given as far as the engineers, the space jockeys, the ones who created us. At least that was the storyline. And if you remember Prometheus, at the end of the movie, she really wanted answers from the engineers as to why they wanted to kill us. And don't get me wrong, in this movie you will get a little bit of that, what happens to the android in that movie, the cyborg really, and the girl who survived at the end. You do get to know what happened with her and him, and a little bit of the space jockeys as well. It's actually kind of cold what happens with them, but I won't tell you what it is. I really wanted that story, and like although you do get, I'm glad they at least gave us a little bit of that, but I really wanted more. I really wanted more with the space jockeys. Um, I've always been a big advocate of human origins and ancient aliens and stuff like that, and for them to come up with that story that they did in Prometheus really, really, I mean, not exactly, but it kind of scratched the surface of a lot of the studying that I'm doing as far as Sumerians and their history. A lot of it, which has been mistaken for their mythologies, I really believe is probably their history, and there's a lot of other things that go along with that as well. But either way, um, I really do love Michael Fassbender. I do love the story that they do give you. Like I said, I've had enough Alien already. I want the alien space jockeys that created us. But overall, I mean, I'm not sure what Tony T thought of it. I think he told me that he wasn't that crazy about it. But like I said, it's only because I wanted more of the space jockeys. If they would have did that, then I would have given it 5 stars. But as a movie, a 4 star is still a good rating. I don't know why they really went with that whole storyline going back to the alien again. I think Tony T may have told me. I think he may have told me that Ridley Scott, the one who made the movie, who makes all the alien movies, got reamed by the higher ups, the executives, for the last one, Prometheus, because they didn't get the projected numbers that they thought they were going to get, and so they just told him, stick with the alien because that's going to make money. So I guess he did his best. I gotta give him credit. No, he probably did want to go more with the space jockeys, but que sera, sera, right? But either way, guys, that's all I have to say about that. Do I recommend seeing the movie? Hell yeah, it's great. It's great. Tony the Tiger, it's great. But yeah, I recommend the movie. But for those of you out there that are tired of the alien scenario, maybe you don't want to, or maybe you just want to take your girl to see it, or your guy, whatever. It's cool, whatever you're into. But yeah, guys, that's all I have to say about that. And what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go ahead and eat this food because it's looking really good, and I'm having it with some club soda. Trying to avoid soda as much as I can, but I know this is gonna taste good, so excellent. And those of you out there, certain friends and family know what this tastes like, so I'm not exaggerating. But I am talking with my mouth full. But either way, guys, catch you next time. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care.